we can say that we can't say any other time.
Yes, because pretty soon we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
We'll explain that in a minute, though.
I'm just kind of just checking my notes here because I'm going through notes this week because there's things that have happened because it's been a couple weeks since we've streamed. Oh, Frontline Paintball Podcast mentioned us in a post. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, that just
we love you.
Up.
We appreciate you.
Podcast love.
Pat
we try to give all the love. Also, the Popular Unknown podcast and Jesus.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that they were like, oh, we couldn't get online at the right time, and instead of interfering with us, they're just going to do tomorrow at 7 p.m.
Hey, big fucking shout out to those boys. Thanks, Pat.
That's like a professional courtesy.
Tim, I'd say thanks, Tim, too, but I know he doesn't really handle that stuff. I'm going to assume that it was Pat just being like, yeah,
the DDay show. Pat, I'm sure Pat wants to watch the DDay show.
He does.
He's a big DDay advocate.
We are all a big advocate of Commando's DDay Tippmann Challenge. It is the best event of the year, and anyone who says differently can go fuck themselves with a pineapple. God, I'm going to miss that.
So, we know favorite moments, final battle. What's the other favorite D-Day moment?
Other favorite D-Day moment. Anytime Dave is yelling at somebody. And I don't even mean if he's being, as I've never seen Dave anything other than in the best of moods. Whenever he's hollering at somebody, it's usually for a good reason, and it's always funny.
Oh yeah,
because he's marching over there, and you can't see me marching, but he's got his flip flops going, and you can hear them snapping up against his heels. And that's the sound of somebody's about to get rocked somehow, and I love it.
Oh yeah,
what I'm really impressed by though is that that Dave has not perfected the art of like long ranging a flip flop at somebody.
Yeah, but then he'd lose his safety sandal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but at the same time, I could see that man just like dropping people left, right, and center, with just back, right, like,
headshot,
100%,
doming people.
So just a heads up, I am solo with the kids, so if the littlest wakes up, I do have to jump. So, Tom, you're on that. You know what's up.
Yeah, no problem. I tell Kyle to take over and start telling us stuff. Tell me stories.
That works.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Oh, that's right. C1D.
5 seconds.
Yeah, that's who it was that got a new show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 397 there we go, of the Maritime Paintball Podcast. My name is Brad O'Dell, and with me, as always, is
live from the King's Court, your king of paintball. You think I have new digs? It's so much better than sitting in a cold, dusty, miserable basement.
I dig it. And down below, we have a special guest, Corey from Commando Action Centre.
Howdy.
About D-Day.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, this show is exclusively tonight sponsored by Commando's D-Day Tippmann Challenge at Commando Action Centre in Ottawa. Get your asses down there, everybody. We are going to see you there. There's going to be some cool stuff, and that's why we brought Corey today, because he's going to tell us about all of, or as many of the cool things, because he doesn't want to give away all those secrets.
Give it all away.
Don't give it away. Not in April. No, not at the end of April. You got to wait a couple more weeks.
Oh yeah, and then, you guys will get some teasers leading up to the big game as to what to expect.
Excellent.
I do like being teased.
Absolutely is what we want to hear. So folks, please don't forget to share this out. Get that out there. We do have a very special announcement we're going to make probably in the next, 10, 15 minutes from now. We're going to make a quick announcement that is going to be
this is his baby.
Exciting.
We've had a very wild couple of weeks.
Walls for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my desk. I'm so excited.
We got to go a couple of weeks ago. We got to go meet our combat sport cousins at AXP. They invited us out to come and play some airsoft with them. I have opinions, as Brad does too. We'll we'll have some fun with those guys because they were wonderful. They were great hosts. Charles Lalonde, hell of a nice guy. AXP is a beautiful little field. If you guys are up in this neck of the woods, you want to go out and play there. They've got a cool, very like mid to early 90s woods ball feel to it, pallets and like a maze in the middle of the field. Great community of guys that are out there. The airsofters were really hospitable for people like Brad and I who were really fish out of water.
We had no idea what we were doing.
Not a fucking clue.
Yeah, we had no idea. We were just like wandering around. We're like, cool. We're like trying to figure out the range, and like the wind takes a BB so much faster than it takes a paintball, and I'm like, I can't see where anything's going.
That was funny. I can't see where it's going, and you just see the things like just whip off to the side, and Brad going like this. But they do have. I'm sorry, guys, but their toys are so much cooler than ours. I love my paintball gun. I love my Nova. That is a work of fucking art.
It's they are okay. It's like comparing. It's like how to explain it? It's like when you look at a really cool tricked out like Jeep, like survival Jeep, and it's got all the cool shit, right? It's super cool. It's super tactical. Everyone loves it. But then like speedball markers are like when you look at like a Bugatti, a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari.
Right, like they're sleeker, they're faster, they're brighter. They're not in the same category at all.
Okay, but I will argue mag-fed players. Who doesn't want a mag-fed AK?
There is a mag-fed AK. You just got
to the glorious
like $1,400 Canadian and hope to God it doesn't get caught at the border.
Yeah, some of those airsoft
I can't
guns
get
are
something like
so
this
slick.
in paintball. Look at this thing. It's a Tommy gun. Like, it's ridiculous. But again, yeah, you're going to get pinched at the border. That bright orange tip. We'll find a way to get that son of a bitch off after.
Yeah. So do we want to do the announcement now? Do you want to get it out of the way?
No, we're still talking about AXP. Let's go. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's chat. Well, we're gonna yak poor Corey's ear off in a second.
Oh yeah.
They are coming out to Moncton. The Moncton Airsoft and the Airsoft New Brunswick are going to be having a game out at Moncton on Sunday. We're a paintball podcast, but I am still a devout follower of the Church of Combat Sports. So go out and check them out. Josh runs a heck of a field. He's got some really, really cool goodies. I'm not going to spoil it because he's going to be telling some people. I sent it to Brad though, and there's some cool shit. We're going to have a lot of fun this weekend. Trying to think what else. We got Airsoft. I went and saw Me First in the Gimme Gimmes. That's why I wasn't here last weekend. I wanted to do it from the road, but Brad has children, and he didn't want to have to deal with that with me on the road, half in the bag driving with my driver. Didn't want to listen to me half in the bag driving up, yelling at you people.
More or less.
So,
Oh yeah.
Bradley.
Yeah.
This is your baby.
Yes.
You've waited so long to tell everybody this. Go for it.
Okay, so story time. 3-4 weeks ago, 3 weeks now, I think. Lead Farmer, you're gonna want to hear this, my man. 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
I decided I had enough of not having a studio. I missed having a studio. I'm in my living room right now. You can see my TV behind me. So I went on the hunt. So I was searching. I was looking everywhere, and I was reaching out, and I got desperate. I got on Reddit.
That is desperate.
Right.
Point out how desperate you are on Reddit for anything.
Like, where in Fredericton can I rent a studio for 3 hours a week? That's all I need. I'll bring my own equipment, my own lights, everything. I just need a place that is quiet and has internet. That's all I'm asking for. And suddenly I got a message on Reddit. I got a private message. I thought that was a little strange. I was like, okay, cool. And they're like, hey, send me an email. So I sent an email. Had a conversation with these people, and they're like, yeah, we got a studio for you. I was like, fuck yeah, all right, awesome. So I run down, I'm talking with them, start chatting. And long story short, the show is moving to Thursdays next week.
Promise.
Same time. I swear to God, this is the last time we're changing days. We're changing it back to Thursday, but it will be at 9 p.m.
Why is that, Bradley?
Because the Maritime Paintball Podcast will be broadcasting not only
live
on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, but also CHSR 97.9 FM. We're going on the radio, baby. We've got an actual radio show.
Broadcast radio. Some generous human being thought it was a good idea to give me access to a live microphone with very little delay. Very little. Enough that I can get myself in trouble if I talk half as fast as I normally do.
Yeah. So
sadly, that means some things I can't say, like buy yourself a Canadian cunt.
Yep.
Put that shit on your fucking forehead. And I want that sloppy, wet, delicious Canadian cunt right across your forehead because you need it. Also, the Rip King. Now, while I can't advertise the Rip King on the radio, I will still find a way to advertise the Rip King some way, somehow. We will still advertise him because Big Black Sam is still the best fucking promo code in the business, and I refuse to let it die.
So, yeah. So
but we're on the radio.
Things. Yeah, we're going to be on the radio. We have an actual radio show.
And Brad's responsible for everything I say.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they sent me a big book of things radio.
Oh, wow.
I have to physically put it in my hand. Because I can ignore an email.
So being on a podcast, we can pretty much say whatever we want, do whatever we want, right?
Yeah.
But as soon as we're on the radio,
fuck Joe Rogan.
I am controlled by the CRTC now. But the reason why we're going live on the air at 9 p.m. on Thursdays is because after 9 p.m. is considered a released time zone or time section, so we can get away with a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, not Howard Stern level things. But we can definitely do some really cool shit. We're going to be able to say a lot of things. We're going to be able to interview people. We can do call-ins. They're giving me access to a call-in phone line.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. So super, super fucking excited. So I went on the hunt for a studio and ended up with a radio show. Oh, and the best part, so the radio show is going to be Thursdays at 9 p.m. CHSR 97.9 FM, which is broadcasted here in Fredericton and surrounding areas. However, if the show does well, we get to pitch it to other radio stations and syndicate across the nation. So I can hopefully pitch it to radio stations in, say, Ottawa or Toronto, maybe Montreal. I don't know. They're they might want a little bit more.
They speak English.
That's true. That's true.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, so we're going to spread out across the nation.
Oh, yeah.
I've always wanted to spread myself anyways in public.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. You have no idea. You ain't cool enough for that. Thanks, Brittany. That's great.
I don't think Behind the Bunker was on the radio.
They had a
TV show? I don't know if I'm not pretty enough for TV. Greetings, Nova Paintball.
Nova, you missed it. We're going on the radio. Nova, we're getting a radio show. Legitimately, 97.9 FM, CHSR. We're going on the radio, baby. We got a radio show.
How many times can he say radio in the next 90 seconds? I want to see it.
Don't tempt me.
Now, I won't tempt you, Frodo. But what I do want to hear, I want to be tempted by that guy down there. Because tattoo booths, paintball, Dave, food trucks, mechanical bulls, and more at the at the DDay Tippmann Challenge. And booths, sexy people, beards, crowns. Marie and 9 3/4 of her fingers will be there as well.
3/4.
No, sorry, 9 and 8/10. 9
yeah,
tenths.
I'd say closer to like
9 and 9/10.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
And yeah, we do. That's why we're going to invite you on the show, Lead Farmer, because you would fit in just perfectly with us, and I love you for it.
It's good because then we wouldn't have to put phone books on his seat to get him up to the level of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh!
That's just being mean.
Anyways, let's talk Commando D-Day.
So, Commando D-Day. First weekend of June, as per usual. If you're going to be out one day of the year and you're a paintballer, I think it's Commando D-Day. Okay? If you were out last year...
I know it is.
Oh, yeah. If you were out last year, game looked nice and even. We had Mirabelle Army on one team, Commando Crew on the other. That's a classic that people know happens.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. We got to put our close neighbors against us for the brawl, and they always give us a good show.
They have never failed to send it.
Oh,
In the
no.
last couple of years, every time. Yep, that's right, Dave. Death to the bitches. Pretty
Oh,
sure
yeah.
can we get away with bitches on the radio?
YouTube. I don't know. I'll find out from the program manager.
I don't know how many Moncton guys are making it, Dustin, but I know there's a few of the Nova Scotia lads that are going. I know Jeppa was going. You feel it particularly brave and you want to really have some fun. You want to travel with Jeppa. It is an interesting and fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
Last year was fun. They were really balanced teams. You're right. Everyone had fun. I didn't hear anybody grumbling or anything like that.
Nova.
Oh, yeah.
A plane ticket. I would like to do that.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we usually do a pre-party every season, the Saturday for D-Day. So this year, the theming is disco. So if you want to dress up 80s themed, Marie will be dressed up as a disco queen.
And the best thing is she's not going and buying anything. She's just taking stuff from like the back of the closet that she's kept a hold of since the 80s.
So if you're down to join the theme of the party, come on out. We'll have Stray Dog Brewing Company serving up their finest drafts for our party.
Oh, you're bringing back beer.
Bringing back beer. Bringing back fun juice.
Fun juice.
Fun juice.
Fun juice.
Fun juice and cool smoke.
Oh, yeah. And if you want to test your wits, you can hop on Jed the Mechanical Bull. I've done it once. Did not last very long. Hoping to try again this year.
It's all
Maybe
in the
do better.
thighs.
It's all in the thighs, you know? If you could crush a watermelon, you could stay on the bull.
Dick dive save live, boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're feeling a little risque, we do have tattoos on site this year.
Absolutely.
So I know I am looking to get a paintball stickman tattooed on my body. Maybe something else, but you can get some tattoos. So
I'm curious about like I want to get one. I'm getting one. Get a tattoo, but I'm worried about
I don't know how big it's gonna be.
Well, I'm more worried about what happens if a stray paintball hits it. Like, how bad will it mess up the tattoo long term wise?
Well, I mean, I think it'd be the same as if you had a long-term tattoo and you got shot on it. You know, if it's depending on the scarring.
Yeah.
I've been shot in the tattoos, and as long as
I mean, just because it's so fresh, right? Because it's fresh. You're still bleeding.
Yeah.
And then you get shot. I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could try to wear like a jersey or a shirt over it.
Yeah, I've got Under Armour that I wear. I'll probably wear that, and then I'll wrap it with something just to keep it safe.
Yeah,
and they're small.
I guess infection would actually be the biggest thing to worry about. Just because you're sweating in the dirt and the grime and all that jazz, right?
Yeah.
Joke's on you, Nova. I'm not wearing any.
Yeah.
But yeah, tattoo. That's dope. Like,
oh yeah.
We haven't even gotten to the paintball stuff, and this already sounds like a party.
Oh yeah.
It is.
And if you register early enough, you will get a T-shirt from Intensity, D-Day commemorative T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure to get your registration done early if you want a nice freebie. And then there'll be a limited quantity of them for sale at the Intensity booth. So get registered early or pray.
Or pray.
Or pray. There's not that many of the shirts being made. So you got to get the pre-registration or, be one of the first few guys at the event to pick one up. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have...
Eli's right. Just get your ink when you're done playing. Maybe on Saturday night you want to get your ink on Saturday or Friday, whenever Saturday night. And then Sunday the big game. You've got at least
gives it like
that first night
10, 12 hours to heal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That might be a good idea.
Yeah. And I guess if you're gonna put it on a spot that's shown like your neck, just make sure you put something on it.
If I'm gonna say it right now, if anybody gets one tattooed on their neck, I'm fucking aiming for it. Sorry.
Put a crosshair right on their neck.
Oh, okay. So that would be awesome, though.
Oh, she's only there Sunday, so we can only.
Okay, yeah.
That's fine. Whatever. Just get a small tattoo, cover it up, put a little bit of saran wrap on it. And away
new skin. There's some stuff that they use that I'm sure that.
Yeah, Yeah, they'll be prepared to take care of you. So
I am
Yeah, that's a
sure
good
of
point.
it. I'm sure she's ready for that. So now I got to think because I should have occurred to me it has to be small. So I have to think about that now.
yeah, you can't get a sleeve done.
Well,
You
no,
can get something small.
no.
I'm gonna get the radio station. Tattooed on me. CHSR
Oh, yeah.
97.9.
That's
Get it like right there, so if someone's behind you, they just read it down your arm.
Yeah.
no. The bitches are this way.
Yeah. No, that's gotta be on the inside arm, right? It's gotta
Yeah.
be on except it has to be on my left arm because I've already got my But yeah. What else we got happening, man? So we got the tattoo, we got the bull, we got booze, we got
Disco party.
we got me.
We've got on-site camping. So if you're looking to come out and camp, as per usual, everybody knows if you're gonna come and camp, it's quite the blast. You'll get to bed pretty late, but you'll have a good time. Dave's known to stack the fire especially high.
Mhm.
So if you like bonfires, you'll enjoy it. You got to stay
And
like 5
fireworks.
to 10 feet back. Oh yeah, and the fireworks.
Yes, Dave has his own private armory, essentially. So-
It's
To
it's
say the
AM Radio
least.
Nova. It's FM Radio Nova, and
FM, and it's not paid. Yeah.
oh, we have somebody from Berlin.
Oh damn.
Scott Buchanan, all the way from Berlin, buddy. Hello. We can't wait to see you. Come and find us. We'll pop some cool smoke and have ourselves a chat.
Yeah,
There
if
you
you
go.
don't know Scott Buchanan, he's an Ottawa local, and he's out there in Germany right now. And he was telling a few of us about the regulations in Germany. They're
It's
quite
tight.
strict. It's
Yeah.
quite strict in Europe. So even the paintball marker model you buy, it matters in Europe because if it's not the right kind and it's not stamped proper, it gets rejected at the border and shipped back.
I think that's why a lot of the big games, like the big,
It's
big
in
games
Poland.
happen in Poland, because Poland's a little more relaxed on their.
Yeah,
By all rights, I think when it comes to paintball, Poland is pretty friggin' lax in terms of like, fuck it, let's go have fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd love to go play a big game in Europe someday, but I think my next travel to play is gonna be out west to BC.
Not Sherwood Forest.
Oh, what is it? If you've been out there on the island, there's quite the assortment of paintball players. So playing a tournament last year, at the start of the season, I see on the registration the Juggalos, right? And I'm like, okay, this is like memes, right? No, it's a team full of Giggalos. Full paint.
It was
The goggles on and off, and the paint doesn't get smeared. Because they're like,
No,
we
'cause
get
it's
special
proper.
paint.
It's
Yeah.
grease paint. It's proper.
You
Exactly.
said Juggalo, and then you said Gigolo.
It's
Oh.
two very different things.
Yeah.
Two very-
Yeah. So
massively
exactly.
different
Well, it's like the name of the team. I'm like, oh well, that's just a joke, obviously. Until I got to the event, and we're like, oh my god, yeah, that's not
awesome.
a joke.
That is awesome.
Fun fact. Juggalo paint. So Juggalo face paint actually disrupts facial ID systems in cameras. It
Like the pattern, you mean?
it just doing anything like doing anything Juggalo style on your face, facial recognition will no longer work.
Oh, because I guess it's looking for the height of your facial features, and then it can't see.
Yeah. So if you do like dark on the nose, so it actually sinks the nose in, and then like white around your eyes, and it brings out like it messes with the system. So if when the revolution hits, we're all just gonna run with the Juggalos.
Yeah, just grease paint.
What's the name of the movie? Dead Presidents. No. Anybody who's in the chat, I'll bet you if Wolf's listening to this, he's seen Dead Presidents, and probably Nightmare, Lead Farmer. He's probably seen it too. He's old enough. He probably could have caught it. Where's Hell Survivors?
Down in the States.
I'd like to go, but I don't have a passport.
I'd like to go, but we're spending too much money playing in Canada.
Yeah. I used to say that $9.95 was the price of happiness, because $9.95 was the price of a pack of coolers. It was the price of a gram. It was the price of a good used game at the pawn shop. It was generally $9.95 is the price of happiness. Inflation got us, and now it's 1995, but inflation sucks. Michigan. I wouldn't mind going to Michigan.
Yeah, no.
I mean, do we get to play we could just go to Detroit and play in like any one of their dilapidated neighborhoods. Pretty
just
awesome.
don't even realize we're not in the field anymore.
Yeah, hell, Michigan. Isn't that where the picture of Ozzy was taken?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's where it was.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
God,
So
I cannot wait for D-Day.
Yeah, right. So run us through Saturday. What do we got besides the we got cool vendors coming up.
Yeah.
What else? What other vendors we got? We got Intensity. You've got obviously Tippmann will be there, or GI, I guess, will be there.
Yeah, you'll see the Commando Plus store will be popping off inside the building. Dave, we know he likes to bring in stock for D-Day. It's hard not to, right? You know, paintballers got gear that goes down. You want to be able to replace that, right?
You're pissed off and you got a credit card in your hand. You're like, I'm just gonna buy
yeah,
something.
money will fix my problems.
Yeah,
Been there, done that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're looking for food, we've got Munchies on site inside the building. We do have, I believe we do have a food vendor. We also have how many pizzerias within 20 minutes of the field? Like 4 pizzerias.
And they deliver, right?
They deliver. Although for D-Day, if you're going to deliver, I might recommend asking to meet them at the top of the hill.
That makes sense. Instead of making the poor delivery driver trying to make his way through
the maze.
So I just saw him pop into my chat on my screen here, Andrew Gagnon from the C1D podcast. Hi, buddy. Welcome. We'd love to tell you we're on the radio now, and we invite you to join us at some point.
We'll be on the radio next week.
And also, that is one of the things that's happening on Saturday at D-Day is there's a duel between your king of paintball and the evil Kaiser, Thomas Burke. He has chosen that he wishes to face me on the field of battle, and I will give him a fight, win or lose. I am going to make him a very good time. It'll be a merry time had by all, and then I think we're playing on the same team on Sunday for the big game.
Yeah, so it'll be Thomas Burke versus Thomas Burke. Therefore, death to Thomas Burke and long live Thomas Burke.
I like it. It's win-win, no matter which way I write it.
Exactly. So. No matter what happens, Thomas Burke wins.
That's all how I wish my life was.
Yeah, the most Thomas Burke wins.
They're asking what Nova's asking what you're going to be using. Patrick McGooey, what's there? What's happening, man?
What weapon will I be using?
I don't know. Maybe a Tipex or an FSC.
Yeah, maybe an FSC. I might just dig out like an old 98 custom out of the wall. I'm going to be using the Odin. That thing is just...
Patrick, just real quick, Patrick McGooey from Frontline. Very courteous of them to not go live at the same time as us because they were running behind on their news show, which I forget if it has an actual separate name or if it's just like the Frontline podcast.
Frontline
Weekly
News.
Yeah, Frontline News. Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
So, appreciate you just being like, we'll do it tomorrow. And especially because we had a huge announcement this week where Patrick, because you're a fellow podcaster, you'll dig this, but we're going to be on the radio. We're going to be on the radio. Literally on the radio, on FM radio. We have a radio show on a radio station. It's going to be amazing.
I have not listened to Explorer's podcast, and I am sorry. I bring great shame, but I'm going to add it to my list.
Face of your father.
I'm going back to work. Listen, I'm in a warehouse. I can't really listen to podcasts because I don't want my fingers crushed. So when I go back to Sling and Mop, I'll listen to it. And I haven't forgotten the face of my father. He has, and that is just because he's lost his mind. It's really not his fault.
There we go.
Our podcast is terrible too, dude. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Anyone going to go to the Swift Current event?
I don't know what that is.
What is that, Drew or Drake? Tell us.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. So Saturday we've got that happening. There's like MagFed and Airsoft stuff happening Saturday as well, right?
Yeah, there's usually we're gonna have Airsoft will probably be playing. We'll have we usually have MagFed, Pump, and then just a regular walk-on group. Just because we do have a ton of players that show up on the Saturday, they want to warm up, they want to play the fields. So if you got a MagFed gun, if you got a Pump, you guys can play MagFed versus Pump. And then if you have anything else, we're talking space guns, you got your Die Dam, you guys can go together in another walk-on group. I'll be there on
Love
a
it.
Saturday. I'll be helping out with the casual customer groups that we've got coming through.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's
I'll be
awesome.
there setting up a sound system.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah,
I'll be wandering around.
Yes.
great
I mean, it
opening
takes 10
opening
seconds to set up.
commentator. We never have to. Marie and I were talking this week, and she finds it funny. She's like, I love having Brad up. I don't even have to give him a script at this point. He knows what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah. I just need notes. All I need to know is when and what. And then just get the hell
Exactly.
out of my way. Give me my microphone.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then if you guys are used to our usual Commando D-Day countdown, usually we have both teams line up at their spawns,
Mhm.
and then you hear explosions go off in the air,
Boom.
and then the game starts. This
Mhm.
year, before the explosions go off, you guys will get a 10-second countdown. So while you're standing there, you'll get the same as if you were in the Hunger Games. You get that live 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7. Everybody gets to build up the jitters to start sprinting at each other.
Okay, so we're not all like in that like squatting position ready to go for 4 minutes.
Exactly.
Because
That was so funny. There were so many of us just like hobbling ass up that hill.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that everybody knows right when they're supposed to start running. You'll hear
Beautiful.
the explosions going off way up the hill as you're charging in.
Beauty.
It's my favorite moment is that first 30 seconds of the game. Game starts, the
So much
explosions
pain.
die down for about 10 seconds, and then you just hear wah, and it's just paintballs.
It's yes. And it's funny, like playing airsoft. That was one thing I immediately noticed is that it's insanely quiet compared to when we play paintball. Like it almost bothers me that it's too quiet. And I'm just like, I need the noise. I need the adrenaline.
There's less audio stimulation.
Yeah,
Very much so.
'Cause yeah. Where was it going with this? Is Michael Kordash doing bagpipes? Or is he? Do we know if he's around or not?
You know, that's a good question because he ended up dropping out last year, but we had the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa hop in to bagpipe for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
But they don't walk on the field like that crazy bastard.
yeah. You know, we had the Camerons come out, and I'm a member of the regiment, so I asked like, hey, you know, I know the piper because he's in the band with me. I'm like, hey, you know, how do you feel about putting on some face goggles and getting a little closer? And the response was, no, absolutely not.
Right. Yeah.
I wish we had you should have showed him video of Michael
We
because
don't shoot him.
Nobody.
Oh
and
yeah.
Anybody who did, it was totally an accident, and he had his tobacco pouch covering his schmeckle, and I have never seen such a dude who is so cool under fire, just as chill. And I walked up and I asked him, I said, "Are you just not worried about getting shot?" And he went, "Nah, not worried about it."
Nah,
just
people
walked off.
respect the pipe, you know.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Oh, Kordash was just at Monte Casino.
Yes, he was. I seen the photos from Boncheck. She was posting on Facebook, and I saw the photos of them.
Yeah, that's
Of them happening. So hold on. I'm trying to keep track. So we've already talked Saturday.
Magpie
Sunday, the
Pump.
big game rolls around. So we've got, excuse me. So we've got full. What is it? 10 a.m. Are we breaking for lunch? Are we doing 10 to?
So
2?
yeah, so we're gonna do 10 to about 1:30. So you get 3.5 hours on the side. We'll stop and break for lunch. We'll switch sides in the afternoon, and then you'll get a 30-minute final battle. So the final battle, yeah, I know the King's been angsty for the final battle.
It's my own personal crucible of pain, and it's the holy land of paintball for me to go, and I need to suffer once I'm there. So little suffering's good for the soul.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah,
We
builds
had a
character.
question. What's the plan on respawns? Are they holding us for 10 minutes again, or will we respawn right away?
So respawns are based on your team's handicap. Your team's handicap is based on how many control points you have. So the more control points you have, the more handicapped your spawn is.
Yeah.
So if you're kicking the teeth in, you may have to wait 10 minutes, but that's because you guys are doing so good. So
Yeah. So maybe I don't know, maybe Keith, that's the way it's been done in the past. Was it prevented getting stuck in the spawn? I remember multiple times just getting like demolishing the other team, and then the refs coming over and be like, "You guys got to back off like 50, 60 feet, give them a chance." So we would pull back, and then we'd stomp them again. And then our team captain was just like, "Okay, pull back like 200 feet, like give them room to breathe."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody's there to have fun.
Yeah, so to fix that in the past few years, we just switched to both teams have a 5-minute spawn timer. If you have 2 extra control points, it adds on 2 minutes to your spawn timer. So their spawn time doesn't get faster. Your time just gets slower. So you might spawn 2 minutes slower, but you know, if you don't get medicked, you're gonna have to go back to the spawn. So you just pray that you don't get shot in the head, and then you go, "Medic, help me!"
Honestly, the entire time last year, I didn't even call on a medic. Like, I got hit because I was in a place that nobody else needed to go. So it was just like, whop, whop. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to be stuck here for 20 minutes screaming for a medic who's going to look at me and be like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
A golden hellion.
Ooh, don't tempt me. I'm tempted. No, I'm just busting Nova's chops over there. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be a ton of fun. So all day Sunday we're still gonna have like the mechanical bull, the tattoos, all the vendors will be there.
Yeah, vendors will be there.
So it's gonna be such a good time. Like honestly,
yeah.
I can't. It's one of those things that like we talk about it, and it's just like you got to experience it. Even if you don't play paintball, you can still have a good time at this. Like if you know what I mean. Like if you show up with somebody and you're not intending to play, hang out for a couple of hours. You know, grab a bite to eat, get a tattoo, look at some cool gear, and then wander off. Like you could still have a good time. That's the crazy part about it.
Well, my non-paintball friends, they don't play paintball at all. The only day they come every year is D-Day.
Yeah,
they come, they rent a gun, they get some coveralls, and they go out there, and they're like, there's nothing like it. They've played the casual paintball, and they're like, you know what? This is the day we want to come every year.
As you should. You're right. It is the one day a year. If you're going to get out to play paintball, it is the day.
D-Day.
Bond chick, yeah, man. Yeah, dear man, whatever. I don't care. Person, you are wonderful, but stop trying to make me spend more money. TJ's already gotten enough of it, and if
call me big
and wink. I'm not talking to Bond chick and being sassy either. That's the sad part.
Yeah. So the any notable individuals coming down that we should know about? Any I really don't make me use the word.
Well, you know, we could give you all of the people who are coming, or we could slowly bleed this out to you over the next few weeks and make you wait for it. So I think you can expect a few of your regulars. We got Brad coming, and we got the King coming.
That guy's an even bigger dick.
Yeah. But we'll be bleeding stuff out over the social medias in the next few weeks. So
answer this: are there people coming who weren't there last year?
I mean, there will be people coming who didn't come last year, but I'm not going to allude to any specific people.
Cool. We're going to talk after the show. As the MC, I do need to know.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get all the information, but the people will get the information a little slower.
Yeah. The plebs, the peasants. No, I'm kidding.
Oh gosh.
That's just mean.
The community we humbly serve.
Yeah.
Please listen to my radio show when it starts next week.
Yeah. Oh boy, listen to my radio show, peasants.
I don't even know what to say about that, Ned. I'll share it with Brad because it's just it's wonderful. I'm okay. I live for Neb's shit. I live for Neb's
Taylor
shit.
Swift's going to be there, and I'm going to take that as fact. So
yeah,
there better be at least some random person named Taylor Swift there.
Well, you know what? If that's happening, we're going to sell out. No problem. To all the Taylor Swift fans.
Can you imagine? Imagine, no, that would be terrible. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, I do not want that field overrun with Swifties. I just Corey Lamkin smells. That's a rumor I do believe. Tyler, what's happening, bud? The grumpy old man. I saw they opened a bar.
Oh yeah, they've got the Grumpy Shack. They've now got themselves a nice little Grumpy bar.
I love
Next
the Grumpy
thing
Shack.
that's going to happen is like over the next few years, they're just going to dig an in-ground pool, and you're just going to see a swim-up bar for the grumpy old man. There's going to be like massage therapy there. There's like you watch. There's going to be like
Get
big
massaged by a
chairs.
grumpy old dude.
You know what? I guarantee you, there's somebody somewhere on the internet that'll pay good money for that.
Oh my!
Why am I getting binged? Why are you
You're getting
pinging
binged
me?
because I sent you Neb's most recent creation.
Oh dear God! What is this? Fucking Christ, Neb.
The whale? Fucking seriously? Like, I'm already self-conscious about my weight, you asshole. At least you got an Oscar out of the deal, so.
Yeah, at least you got more hair than Neb.
Dude, I love Neb's. Neb's posting is always a wonderful experience to get because that man cuts deep. He's
Damn.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Doesn't play.
Excuse me. Who are the let's talk the generals. Who are the generals for Commando? I mean, I think everybody knows who they are, but let's talk. Let's
Yeah.
shit on them.
So, why don't we talk like history? Like over the past
Ooh.
couple of years,
We need flashback
generals.
sound effect.
So, last year, obviously, we had some good generals out. Obviously, Mr. Hometown Hero Magoo, he's been doing, well for himself in the paintball community. I think that's something that everybody knows. So, seeing him go hard at D-Day every year, it's always a pleasure. Actually, do you guys know what sides you're looking to support this year, or are you looking to support the same side or different sides?
I think we're backing Tonka.
You're backing
yes,
Tonka.
We're backing Tonka
because
this
we
year.
whooped his ass so bad last year, we felt bad, so we wanted to make sure that he wins this year.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
He can...
So Tom and I are going to single-handedly turn the tide of the match to make sure.
So, wait a minute. That means we're going to be against Pat, right?
I think, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll
You know
meet
what,
you at the 50, Pat. You
oh,
know
yeah.
where to find me.
If you see Pat, if you shoot him, Patrick Magui, he's known to really enjoy a couple of extra bonus balls. Okay, guys? So if you shoot him, give him an extra one and be like, "Hi, Pat," and I'm sure he'll really appreciate that. Tell him Corey sent you.
I was
Okay,
going to say
okay.
just that. I'm going to deliver one straight from Corey.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't shoot at him, right? So, I need
Who says you
someone
can't
to
shoot
help
at
me
him?
out there. Well, I'm running the game. I'm
Take 5 minutes, take a pistol, walk out there. They'll just ignore you. Oh, God, Corey's out here. They're going to think you're up to something. Just walk up, shoot him, turn around, and leave.
Yeah, man. Well, actually, I usually do get shot at D-Day every year. People have learned that. So we describe airstrikes at the start of the day, okay? Last year, we only used 2. But after 1, I needed to switch ATVs. So after the first airstrike, people realized, oh, hey, look, that guy on the quad is doing an airstrike. Let's all start shooting at him.
Yeah, let's make him go away.
So the second time, I had to steal Dave's wheeler, and you could see people were putting stripes of paint up and down the four-wheeler when they'd see me coming with the smoke.
Oh,
But,
damn smoke. The damn
oh, yeah.
smoke. But
Yeah.
So
So
makes
those of
sense.
you who don't know, so while everybody's playing a normal day of paintball on D-Day, well, as normal as it gets for D-Day, a couple hundred people versus couple hundred people, your commanders are playing, but they're also running the amazing race around the entire site. So some of their missions, it's pretty even. They need the front line to be 50-50. Some of their missions, they need to push the same area at the same time, right? So they're relying on you guys to push and be aggressive, but they're going to be collecting the most of your team's points. So if you see items that are marked with a mission emblem, you can't touch them as a player, but you should go tell your commander about it. Like, hey, this thing is over here, and maybe you should go grab it. Yeah. You guys can find gold pods if you bring me a gold pod on the stage, your team gets some points. So that's the way your players. So you can do slapsticks and you can find golden pods.
Also,
The
Tyler
golden
says we're not
pods.
allowed to wear our GOM jerseys.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm actually, I need a new jersey anyways, but I'm gonna pack my GOM jersey because just in case the tides switch, I have sworn that any time I am on a team that is just whooping the shit out of the other guys, I'm gonna make the switch. So I'll be the first one to say that if you guys need someone to switch, you come and find me, and I'll bring some people over because the game has to stay balanced, or it's just not fun.
Yeah, and if you don't
That's
know,
never a problem.
if his team's losing, he's gonna put the GOM jersey on over his shirt so you can't see his armband, and then he's gonna go shoot all of the GOM.
Yeah, no, because then I wouldn't be welcome back at one GOM way.
Pina coladas.
Yeah, I won't be welcome back at the shack. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you know they might respect that though. You know, like, oh hey, spy versus spy, respect.
Hard to say. Hard to say. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll I don't know. Figure something out. I'm bringing the GOM jersey anyways,
I am
just
too.
just in case.
You got
And
it.
I've still got man. I have to wear the blue jersey now because it's an OG like vintage Aftershock jersey. And now that Aftershock is back, now I get to wear I have to wear the Aftershock jersey.
Yeah.
So
Do you guys see the business suite jerseys?
no.
So Dynasty, they branded themselves as Business Suite for a short period of time. So everybody was memeing that Dynasty became Business Suite. So they actually had Business Suite logos done up for their jerseys.
Terrible. No, I'm gonna have to go look that up though. That sounds hilarious. So I
That
need to go
sounds
see
something that you would like,
Yeah.
you bugaloo wearing gentleman, sir.
Yeah, when are we getting some Maritime Paintball podcast jerseys?
We've been seriously thinking about it. The problem is, up until very recently, there was no cash flow. Technically, there's still no cash
There's
flow.
still no cash flow. We don't make any money from this,
No,
but
we make
I
zero.
do
No,
want
this
to.
actually- the podcast
I do want a
actually costs us
miracle.
money.
I do want a maritime paintball. I do want to get one. At least get our logo on a jersey. But I'm working on that now because I need new threads. Every year I got to get something new.
Some new swag.
The emperor needs new clothes every once in a while.
It's only until recently that I'm finally in a position where I can spend a little bit of money on getting some things going for the show.
Yeah.
So that's finally coming to. Except I have to save for a wedding. So
Yeah.
Sucker.
yeah.
Well, it's one step at a time, right?
Second time's the charm.
You were,
Oh.
second time your ass was only engaged. You weren't even married.
No. So as long as I can get to the wedding, at least I'm advancing somehow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we've definitely been looking for jerseys. It's just I don't know who to trust for quality. That's what I'm scared of. You know what I mean? See,
Yeah.
some of these companies are like, "Oh, we'll do a one-time jersey for $45," and I'm like, "So you're just gonna give me a hockey jersey with my logo printed on it?"
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
don't want that.
I messaged Kerfoot.
Yeah,
Kerfoot Designs.
I'll touch
And-
base with Kerfoot.
He's good stuff. He makes nice stuff. TKO makes really cool stuff.
Yep. Does Intensity do jerseys? I don't know if they do jerseys or not.
I know they do dry fits. If you got in touch with them, you could probably convince them to make
I don't
you some
have the I
jerseys.
do not have the body for dry fit. Are you crazy?
He got a ruthless code.
I like codes. I like discount codes.
Oh.
Maybe we'll go through Ruthless. Ruthless is American though. That's going to cost the dollar exchange is brutal.
Yeah, and then you got to pay import fees too.
Yeah.
I think we're just better off with TKO or Kerfoot. Kerfoot's local to us. He's literally down the road from you. We can just go for Kerfoot.
I
Yeah.
have to support local. That's the thing, right?
Might
I
as well.
say as I send money to Nova for a freaking paintball gun,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
still got
Find me a
caught at the
Canadian.
border. Only got $100 at customs. So I
That's
mean,
not bad.
Yeah.
no.
It's not bad at all.
No. We're playing around with the idea of possibly, maybe, hopefully in the near future, maybe some headbands, like proper, very nice headbands.
Nice.
From a company that will soon not be allowed to promote.
Canadian cunt.
I don't know if we
I
can
like
use-
cunts on my head.
I don't know if we can use that or not. I'm not sure. I'm going to check with the program
Cunt?
manager. and just-
We cannot say cunt on the radio.
No,
after
you
9
can make
o'clock,
the headband CC. You know.
It's actually KK.
Oh.
As That's 2 out of 3, and if we go 3, we can't wear that either.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Intensity does
Oh.
jerseys. All right. Well,
Fuck, Intensity does jerseys. Damn it, they make such nice stuff.
I know. We'll just start a fucking bidding war. Who wants my money?
Oh yeah.
You have it. Take it, Nova.
What? I just need permission to hijack. Fuck. I'll send you the high resolution PDF if you want.
Just hijack it.
I'll send
Yeah.
you whatever you want.
Actually, you could check out Intensity's stuff at D-Day.
That's true. We could talk with them. We should chat.
Brad, didn't you like get changed in Intensity's tents a couple of years ago trying to get a pair of pants?
No, I got a pair of pants and I tried on like 7 pairs to get there because apparently in jeans, I'm like a 36, 38, but in paintball pants, I'm a 5XL.
Interesting.
Because
That's an ego shot if I've ever heard
it's
one.
just the way their pants are cut was so weird. I think it's just the sizing of or maybe the supplier that they get them from. But it's like, yeah, like I was like, I'm like a 36. So they're like, oh, okay, cool. Here, try on these XLs. And I was like, these aren't going past my knees.
Oh.
And we ended up going to like 5 or 6 XL to get a pair of pants that fit. And I was just, and they're not like they fit like my jeans. Well, they did until they got stolen. Trying.
Yeah, I've been running
happy
the same pants for like 5 years.
See, I had this beautiful tiger stripe pants. It was this last pair, and they're gone now. I don't know where the fuck they went. I think some junkie took them. So such is life. I'll get a new pair.
Such is life. Junkie has some cool pants.
Send it. I'll give you the. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to talk with Nova after this.
He's being an evil man.
He's talking in cryptic riddles over there.
No, that's TJ speak. You just got to kind of flow with it. I think I just bought a fucking gold Nova.
Don't buy any more shit. You don't need to buy anything else.
I know. I hate him so much, and I love him. It's that sweet Southern boy salesmanship. Because I put
Sweet Southern boy.
I put that Odin in 3 people's hands, and all 3 of them went, "What the hell is this?" And then started putting it ball on ball down range, and went, "I need one of these." And I know one dude definitely messaged them to get one, so I'm pumped to see how many Novas I can see floating around New Brunswick because, dude, for the price and what you get, I challenge you to find a better marker.
What's this marker? A Nova?
Nova Hellion N3.
Or the Nova Odin. And
I have the Odin, but the Hellion, if you're a speedy boy, the Hellion's probably a little more your speed. But if you want like an autococker that isn't an autococker and has none of the autococker problems, you want the Odin 4.
Yeah, fully mechanical. You can't find a hopper that'll keep up with it.
No way. Damn.
Yeah. Some of the videos he shot, like he had to crank the torque up on the I forget which hopper he was using, but he had to crank up the torque on the hopper to get the hopper to feed as fast as the gun was shooting. So
I put the Nova into Gastelum's hands. I put it into Gasman's hands, and he had a nice look on his face. Charles loved it. Corey loved it.
Everybody loved it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that is the way. The Dreadnought is a beautiful piece of hardware. Magui has an S1, I think, and that thing is sexy. So, Canadians, don't spend your money on expensive markers when you don't have to. Go and support the little guy and go see TJ. Give him your money and tell him I sent you, because I am putting my ass telling you that this is the best fucking gun you're going to buy. Straight up. I don't even care if you believe me or not. Go pick one up and try one and come back and tell me that you can find a better mechanical marker. I don't think you will. And a lifetime warranty.
Oh, yeah.
Cheeky man.
You guys former active Navy or Coast Guard servicemen? Absolutely not.
No, sir.
Not with my back.
Dear God, now I'm afraid. What did one of us say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What did one of us say?
That we would ever be allowed in the armed forces.
Would pass. I piss radioactive, man. They're not letting me in.
Oh, man.
My back is looking for an excuse to explode. So, speaking of money, let's talk cost. We've got a few minutes left. Let's talk cost of D-Day. So let's talk entry fee, cost of paint, And I think that's pretty much it, because like if you're there and you're buying goods, whatever, we're not going to talk about the price of every item there, but let's talk money.
Yeah. So, if you're familiar with D-Day, you're gonna save. Like, you're gonna wanna get pre-registered. Don't leave your registration to the last minute. Okay, I'm just gonna touch on that before we touch on pricing. You know, when it comes to getting registered, you don't want to leave yourself to the last minute. We have a good amount of people who usually show up to the event, and they'll we get a good group of people who usually show up to the event like, hey, I want to play. How do I play?
It's like, great. You don't.
Great. Perfect. This is awesome. So if you were looking to get registered for D-Day, so as of the 15th of the month, so 9 days ago, it would have been $39.99. As of now, since we're
don't lead
past
with
the
that.
15th, it's $49.99 for entry.
So none of you get the early bird pricing because
Yeah.
you weren't on your stuff. And if you were ready to play D-Day, you already knew this stuff. If you didn't, it's $50.
Yeah. And just because your early bird registration's over does not mean you can't get in on those swag shirts that are being given out by Intensity. Okay? So if you get registered early enough, you can get some extra free swag. And who doesn't like free swag?
Exactly. Everybody loves free shit.
I see the shirts. The shirts look nice. I'm gonna try to scoop a shirt if I can. But obviously, we need to get as many out to people as we can before I get to try to grab one. So, D-Day, what do you think when you think D-Day? You think paintballs. So your paint for the event, it's a bag of 500 balls is going to be 50 plus HST. And then your box of 2,000 is 90 plus HST. So if you come out as a regular woods baller or a regular walk-in customer, you're going to see massive discounts compared to what you would pay for booking with a normal group.
It's like $10 more than what we pay for paint here in the Maritimes.
Yeah, that's I dare say that's a
custom
fantastic price
down the road.
Yeah,
shipped in a temperature controlled trailer, and then stored in a temperature controlled room
and unloaded by a man in flip flops.
And possibly me, because I unloaded the trailer one day.
So if people show up, regular Joe ballers, we can rent you equipment, a full setup for $15 for the day. And if you don't know what the boys were alluding to, we are lucky enough to have GI Sports just about a 2.5 hour drive away from us. So we get the paint delivered to us crisp from the factory.
As delicate and as fresh as you could ever ask for it to be.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's the
only
same...
out of the shower will you find fresher balls. Sorry.
That's beautiful. As it should be.
But yeah, amazing. So yeah, very excited. We gotta wrap the show up. So Corey, thanks for coming on, man, and chit chatting with us. It was an absolute blast.
Thanks for having me.
So can't wait to see you in person and to yell at you to get me what I need for my sound system. That's a lie. It's more going to be like, where is this? Yeah.
Where is this?
Smoke this.
I'm just going to force smoke on everybody. And so it's going to be an absolute blast. So folks, if you're going to be like, if you can go, honestly, just if you can go to D-Day, go. That's just what I'm going to tell you. Just go. Just trust me. Just go. And for those of you that stuck around commenting and liking and sharing and all that jazz, truly appreciate it. Really do. And remember, next week, the show is moving to Thursdays at 9 p.m. Atlantic time. So that'd be 8 p.m. Eastern time. So starting next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, you'll be able to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and the radio. CHSR 97.9 FM.
Beautiful.
So
I guess I have to do this then. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, twat.
You forgot one.
Which one?
Your headband.
What's on your
Oh,
headband?
cunt?
Yeah.
Oh, cunt with the K. Cunt, yes. Cunt with the C. There. It's like
Yeah,
the end
he's
of,
not gonna
I'm
be able
really
to
kind
say
of,
it before.
I'm sure there's going to be times where we're not going to be live on the radio and I'm going to be able to get away with this. But for the immediate future, I have to be a good boy and not
Yep.
cuss on the radio. But I get to go into a real live studio.
Yes. So
Like,
that's it, folks.
the balls are custom. His balls are custom.
They are custom. They are custom. But it's it, folks.
Custom
We're ready.
D-Day.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And again, check us out next week. Very excited. Can't wait to be there. But until next week, cheers.